Good morning, everyone. I am Ravi and I am your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to 273 meeting of Vadodara Toastmaster Club. We have drinking water and washroom facility at the back side. Please avoid using it when someone is speaking. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention basic ground rules that we follow in our meeting. 1. Please put your mobile phones on mute. Second, for online members, if you are not speaking, please put yourself on mute, and if you are stepping out of room, please turn off your video. 3. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so avoid using these topics. Now, I request you all to raise your right hand and repeat our club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now I request TM Hiren to come on the dais and Kirit sir on the dais. Please welcome him.
Good morning, everybody. I said this address from Tarun today because I wanted to give some message, and I thought it is worthwhile because we find a lot of youngsters joining. Vadodara Toastmaster Club is almost 7-8 years old now, and it has started in 2014 or so. Very enthusiastic, our Dipankar Das. But let me tell you, the Vadodara Toastmasters in this journey of 7-8 years produced some wonderful Toastmasters. You all may not be aware of it, but let me tell you, we had Dipankar Das himself was a grand Toastmaster. Today he is heading Reliance HR department after about 4-5 years of service. Then we had Neha Bhatt, who has excelled in the leadership qualities she has demonstrated. Now you can see her anywhere in the platform. Pinky Behrus, an example which we have seen growing. They all learn like this. Vikram Rajgopal, he is also handling a big assignment in L&T. He also began his journey in Toastmasters Club of India, Toastmasters Club of. Now, I want to tell all youngsters who have joined recently and who have renewed their membership to really work with a goal. Gitanjali Madam always tells you that it is not enough to just come in a meeting. Take roles. Take your project seriously. You can choose. See, this is completely voluntary organized. Nobody forces you to do anything. You have to do your own self-development, and nothing like developing yourself. If somebody tells you, a teacher or professor, and you develop, that's a different path. But you do when you do on your own, it's completely different path. And I have seen absolutely brilliant speeches by youngsters. I was surprised to see Janki's first speech. So all of you have got a lot of creativity in you. Please use it. Please use it and give speeches which inspires people. Learn from people. See, you can see the Gitanjali Madam is coming at 10:30 and 11:30 every day. Why? She has got plenty of experience, but she learns everything from you. I come. Toastmaster Hiren, he is also a big responsibility in his office, but he still takes time especially to come here. Why all of you come? They come because they want to learn something. So please learn and then imbibe in your life, because nothing like that. This organization has produced wonderful personalities all over the world. I just told about Vadodara, but there are brilliant personalities produced by this organization. And you choose your path carefully. There are a variety of paths available to you. You can choose which path you like and explore yourself. You can challenge yourself also. Gitanjali Madam, humor is not her specialty, but she has chosen the path entertaining the audience. Challenge yourself. Why you can't do it? You can always succeed. There is a song which all of you would have heard, and I would like to sing line, and you can all sing all one line. Hum chalenge saath saath, साथ हाथ डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। So please keep this motto, and I will just now start this session by giving introduction opportunity to the new people who have come. So those who are guests, kindly raise your hands so that I can call them. Take 1 minute to introduce yourself, why you are coming to Toastmaster Club, and what you expect out of it. So first, gentleman, what's your name? Please come. Welcome. Introduce yourself.
Everybody.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Sushil, and I just come here in Vadodara 2 months before, and I'm working in L&T as engineer. And actually, I come here because I see myself as a poor communication setter. So the stage fear and everything, these are the obstacles for me. So I want to overcome this. So I come here. That's it. Thank you.
You're right. I'm glad to see this young brigade coming every session. You're one of them.
Hi everyone, my name is Nit and I'm pursuing in BCom in MS University. In 2022, I gave a CAT and I converted one of the B school which is MDI. And the purpose to come here is I also have a stage fear and I'm come from very small town where there is no importance of English. So I have to proud to my town and my parents to from town to Vadodara and then MDI. So I want to get overall knowledge of communication skill and how to talk with some new person and make a network. So that's why I'm coming.
Thank you. Any other guest? You are for the first time. What is your name?
Hello, Toastmasters. This is the second meeting I am attending. Last Sunday, I also attended, but I was quite nervous seeing all these people and I avoided coming on the stage. But I finally gathered the courage to come on the stage and speak to you. Myself, Siddharth Shah. I am also a CAT aspirant. Earlier, I used to be a CA aspirant, but during the journey, I realized that I was not justifying my interest. So I changed the path, and I want to excel. Currently, now as I am doing MBA, I want to currently excel in public speaking, as it is the most important part. So, and I am quite amazed with first meeting, and which brings me all my friends here. So we are looking forward to now join the club, and thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is a guest? Great. So, good afternoon, one and all. Myself, Hari Pratap. Just 2 months back, I moved to Vadodara from Chittorgarh. And I came before 2 months when I came my first Sunday in Vadodara. So, I thought that once things settle, I will join the Toastmasters. So, definitely from the next week, I will be a member. Thank you. Thank you. You'd like to move yourself? Already done. All you? You can speak from there. Mike.
So my name is Dr. Hriday Shah, and right now my leg is fractured. So I'm just having troubles moving here and there. But this is my first day here as a Toastmaster, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you and participating in the events. Thank you so much.
Yes, sure. In this age of mobile, we hardly read. But there is a Toastmaster amongst us who reads vociferously. And I would now request Toastmaster Jyoti, who always introduces a very good book during the week. And I think some of you are getting inspired by that book. I've seen many people writing the name of that book every time. So I'm sure that today also you'll have something worthwhile listening to. Toastmaster Jyoti.
Thank you, Girish sir. Good morning, all of you. The book I am going to discuss today is 3000 Stitches. Anybody have read this book? Glad to see that you have read this book. The author is Sudha Murthy. She is the famous personality and the recipient of Padma Bhushan. She's my personal favorite. I admire her a lot because of her simplicity and the conviction she has in herself. The book is all about, it consists 11 different stories, which each story has a different message, positive message, learning, and it is based on her personal life. If we talk about the first story, the name is 3000 Stitches. This is the name of a first story. And it is all about, she wanted to help Devdasis, which also called as a sex worker. In a state of Karnataka, there was a Devdasis who were living in a very painful life. And she wanted them to come out of that pain. But all of them were not ready to understand that why it is, what kind of life they are living. And it was so difficult for her to explain those Devdasis that why you need to come out and what the beautiful life you can see outside if you come out of this pain. So she started explaining them, but she got a very bad rejection and a very bad experiences. Then she discussed with her father that these are the problems I'm facing. Then her father told her that the biggest mistake you are doing is you are letting them knowing their problems. Instead, you should make them, you should help them visualizing the solutions of problems. If you talk about the solution, they will connect with you and they will willingly ready with you to change their life. And that's what she did. And you need to read this book to understand that how she did. And why I recommend all of you to read this book, it's not only about the story. You will understand how one person can win the battle of life or achieve your goals with simplicity, with so much of compassion for other people, with so much of determination in your life. We don't need to be have a very high-fi education or a very high-fi background. One can be a simple person, very humble person, and he or she can help the world and he can change the world. So I recommend all of you to read this book. It consists of very, very good stories. It will touch your heart. So please go and collect this book. And there is an audio book also. You can just listen that audio. It will definitely you'll get entertain yourself and you will get the very nice message. Thank you.
Sudha Murthy is the wife of Narayan Murthy, but in spite of the fact that she chose to be homemaker. So, like ordinary people extraordinary life, proof of it. Now, today's session is going to be navigated by one of the most humorous Toastmasters for club, and so a housefull audience is a proof of that. Because when he is speaking something, everybody wants to listen. Toastmaster Hiren Dalal, he is a technical auditor, and in spite of the fact that he is a very scientific field, his sense of humor is just amazing. Those who have listened to him as a speaker, evaluator, or even a small table topic, he is just wonderful in his tongue-in-cheek humor, you can say. And he is a very diligent worker in his company because I have seen him there also. And in spite of the fact that he's completely scientific background, he has seen the humor in every situation. He is an expert in situational humor, day-to-day observations, family life, and among everything in the society. So let us have a very wonderful session with Toastmaster Hiren Dalal. I'm sure we'll take back so many things at home from him. Thank you, Toastmaster Kirit, for the wonderful introduction. And recently, in fact, one Toastmaster approached me and he told me that, Hiren, I like your speech very much. I really enjoy your speeches. So I felt very happy that my speeches are very popular. So he told me, so I asked him that which of my speech you like very much. He says that I don't remember. So I said, but you just told me that you like my speech very much. He told me that I try to listen to your speeches on YouTube at night time. And as soon as I start listening to your speech, because of nice sensation, I feel like dozing off. And as your speech progresses, I fall to sleep so nicely, I just keep my mobile aside and I have a very good sleep that night. So then I realized that my speech has the quality of falling people asleep. But that is why I want to tell to that gentleman and to all of you that it is not my speech, it is your sleep deprivation that makes you fall asleep. And that is why I took this decision that I will talk about sleep today morning. If you ask me, I am also a night person, or in fact, I would say I am a midnight person, because two most difficult things that I find in 24 hours is first is to fall asleep, and then second is to waking up. Because at night, try to fall asleep, it is very difficult for me. And then somebody has to yell at me or pull my blanket away to make me feel awake, like waking up in the morning. So these are the most difficult things. But nowadays, the situation is that full of stress. The society is full of stress. Our work culture is full of stress. We have a lot of deadlines that is we have to fulfill. Our own expectations from our own selves, and there are a lot of competitions among our other colleagues also. Plus, we live our life with along with a virtual reality, and we try to remain available for all our social media friends, and that is why we are unable to fall in sleep at night time, and we are facing this sleep deprivation problem. Here, I would like to tell that my friends are justifying that. I mean, falling in sleep at late and waking up late, they try to justify. And without quoting the name of my friend Toastmaster, I would like to say that what justification they give. The Benjamin Franklin has said that early to bed and early to rise makes person healthy, and wise. So I try to tell that to my friend, and my friend says that if somebody is waking up early and if he will become wealthy, what about those newspaper sellers or those people who are distributing milk? They would be wealthy because they are waking up early. Then talking about healthy, he says that if somebody wakes me up very much early in the morning, forget about feeling healthy. I feel very weak throughout the day. And not only the body weakness, there is a weakness in the mind also, because that calmness of the mind will go away and it becomes so irritated, not only for me, but the people around me. And when we say that early to rise will make person wise, because people say that if you wake up early and if you start reading something in the morning, you will remember that. For probability is that you will remember that fine. That of my friend says that if I wake up early, I forget about understanding. I hardly able to read it because my eyes are filled with water, and I cannot even make out the print what is going on. So that these are the justifications that my friend is telling me, and I probably agree with my friend that yes, there are certain morning people, there are certain night people, and then there are certain afternoon people, because those who cannot get the sleep at night, they try to take the sleep by taking some afternoon naps and all. But eventually, sleep is absolutely important for our life. And I have some points that written that if you take a sleep, better sleep, then it is going to recharge our batteries. It is going to make our body healthy, mind healthy. You will be able to have a better immune system. The mental health will be better. And if you must have experienced that at night time, if you are trying to remember some name of a person or name of a song that you are trying to recall, you are unable to recall that at that time. But if when you have a good sleep and then you wake up, and early in the morning you will recall that name immediately. So that is what the brain is doing to our sleep, and that is why we require that sleep as in line with the body cycle, that the body cycle takes the sleep, like the way we should be sleeping. Because they say that if we are sleep deprived, one night of sleep, if it is not taken, the person is equivalent to an intoxicated person. That much impairedness happens to the person. Of course, there are a lot of other problems. We cannot focus properly, or we cannot pay proper attention. So there are many things that sleep deprivation causes. And if you want to find out if you are sleep deprived or not, there is one example, there is one experiment that you can do with your own self, and that is take a plate, a metal plate, and try to fall asleep in the afternoon. Try to lie down on the bed. And as you will fall asleep, that plate will fall down and you will wake up. Try to check the time that you are lying down and the time that plate has fallen down. If that time is less than 10 minutes, you consider yourself as a sleep deprived person. And then you might have to see my speeches to fall in sleep. Well, we will go ahead with our meeting, and our meeting is comprising of 3 sessions. The speech session, then we will have a table topic session, and after table topic session, we will have an evaluation of entire meeting that we are going to do. But to initiate the speech session, I have my tech team members. They are going to evaluate the entire speech, and I would like to call upon our first timer. Our timer is a dentist. He is in VTM for just 5 sessions, and he says that he is a night person. He tried to make his schedule very systematic so that he can make some 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And of course, I would like to go to if I want to pull my teeth out, I would like to go to a dentist who has taken some 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon our timer, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, TMOD Hiren of the day. So, as a timer, I will be diligent in my efforts to help speakers manage their time. So, what exactly is the role of the timer? Suppose you love someone deeply and you want to propose her. You have written one beautiful speech. You took her to a date and you spoke your heart out. But when you finished your speech, you discovered she had already slept because you have taken unnaturally long time. If you took little less time, or if there was someone to guide you that you have exceeded your time, or to alert you that you are running out of the time, this disaster could be avoided. The person who acts as a signal is a timer in any Toastmasters session. I'll be using colored cards to indicate the time remaining for the speech. For the detached speech session, the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I'll be showing green card. At the end of 6 minutes, yellow, red at the end of 7 minutes. For the evaluation session, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, I'll be showing green card. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, yellow card. 3 minutes, at the end of 3 minutes, red card. Coming to the table topic sessions, the time allotted is between 1 to 2 minutes. At the end of 1 minute, I will be showing green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow card. At the end of 2 minutes, red card. There will be a 30 seconds grace time allotted after red card. So as a team, let's make sure we are all on the same page and respect each other's time by staying within the allotted time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. Now we will call upon our next counter, who is a housewife, and she is just 1 month in VTM. And when I ask about how she is able to manage 7 or 8 hours of sleep, she says that she has a lot of daily chores that she has to do and take care of her kids. I think that includes her husband also. So she doesn't get her personal time, but somehow she is able to manage by taking some few naps in the afternoon. So with a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please call upon Toastmaster Sarika.
Thank you. Very good morning to our Toastmaster of our day and my fellow Toastmasters and my guests. So I'm playing a role of a counter. Before telling the further information about this role, I would like to share one very important news with you guys. That you might be know that Mr. Modi has announced that we can get a good release when paying the tax. And so, as you just observed, that the opening line of my news just generated a curiosity in your mind that what going we are next. But my unnecessary long pause just degrades the value of my own news. So the same way these filler words, which means the unnecessary words which are not required during our speech, just degrades the value of our own speech. Here, and the biggest problem is that while using these filler words or unnecessary words, we don't know that we are doing that. So for that, I am here to take care of the account. So next time, whenever you come here, you can present your own better words. Now, as we all know, it's always very easy to just point out the problem. But as Team Jyoti just discussed, solution for this is that you know why we are doing that whenever we are nervous or we are not even well prepared. Our brain starts working slowly, but our mouth starts delivering the words more fast. So the best solution is whenever you next time plan your speech, just go as simple as possible. Second, during the time of delivery, be slow during the delivering time so your brain can get the time to think about the next step. And the third thing, then also you can do one thing, you can throw a question to your audience till the time they will reply you. You can get a good chance to just cover up the next step. I think. Okay. So at the end of the meeting, I will present my report in front of you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Those who might have not slept for 7 hours would have woken up by mentioning that Narendra Modi has some new message. Now it is time to call upon our grammarian, and you will be pleased to know that she is a professional and just 2 months in VTM, and she is trying to get 7 hours of sleep, but because of her professional life and plus housework both, she is unable to take that. She would like to wake up early, but her work keeps her awake a little bit longer at night. With a big round of applause, we call upon Toastmaster Jyoti to explain her way.
Thank you, Modi. Good afternoon, everyone. My role is grammarian of the day. So grammar is very important when in your speech. For letting know the importance of grammar, I would only ask you the question. I think most of you have seen the movie 3 Idiots. You remember Chatur's speech? So that is the importance of grammar. Don't become Chatur. Use the proper grammar. If you don't use the proper grammar, your speech will not have any importance because you're not able to convey the message. It is, it has a base of a speech. So we have a word of the day and a phrase of the day. Word of the day is diligent, the adjective. Meaning is showing and putting care in sincere efforts in your work. I think all of us are very sincere when we are attending a meeting of Toastmasters. We are very diligent in performing our duties. And this word is very much relevant in our day-to-day life. So I urge all of you to use this word in your speech. And phrase of the day is be on the same page. It is very important to be on the same page in life decision as well as for a better relationship or everything you do. And in Toastmaster also, in many of the things we are on the same page. In our wives also we are on the same page. So please I urge all of you to use the phrase of the day, and I'll be noting down the good phrases or the good grammar you have used during your speech, and I also try to note down if any correction is required. I'll be sharing that at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti. And we all promise that we will be diligent in using the word diligent. and we all will remain on the same page in using this word. Now we will initiate our speaking program. We have 3 prepared speakers, and I will call upon one after another for their prepared speeches. We would like to first call upon speaker number 1, but before I call upon speaker number 1, I would like to call upon the evaluator of the speaker number 1 to explain the objectives of speech number 1. Our evaluator for speaker number 1 is a production manager at Smart Note Automations. He is 6 months in VTM, and he definitely gives priority to sleep. But when I ask that, are you a morning person or evening person, night person, he says that if there is a work in the morning, I become morning person. And if he has to enjoy some nightlife, he becomes night person. So with a big round of applause, please call upon evaluator Toastmaster Ravi.
Good morning again. Today I am going to evaluate the speech of TM Jignesh. He is going to deliver his level 1 project 3 speech from Pathway Motivational Strategies. His project purpose is to introduce vocal variety and body language. His speech title is Big Dreams. Timer. Please note that his speech timing is in between 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Jignesh. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. When somebody says that big dreams, you definitely know that first you have to sleep, so that only you can dream. And to fulfill that dream, you definitely have to have a sound sleep. Then only you will have energy and strength to work upon your dream. So our speaker number 1, he, as our evaluator mentioned, he is taking project 2 level 1 motivational strategy, and he is he has a title of Big Dreams. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon Toastmaster Jignesh. Big Dreams, Toastmaster Jignesh.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Hiren, and good afternoon to all Toastmaster and prestigious guests. Today, I am starting my speech with a wonderful Bollywood song. It's a catchy song like Thoda hai, thode ki zarurat hai. It means we got little and we need little bit more. So how many of you are agree on this song line? Oh my God, I have a very satisfied audience. So, but think about that. If you have a lot of potential and you have a lot of ability, and you are thinking your dream is little bit very less. If you are believing or not believe, it doesn't matter. But I have a guarantee that each of you have a reach up to the moon. But unfortunately, our dream is to reach up to Mumbai or Ahmedabad only. So we have a lot of potential and use this potential because everyone has a endless potential. So I also having a big dream, and I am start explaining big dream story and few steps with the help of my personal story. It's a body transformation story. It took almost more than 10 years to transform my body to big bulky man to this smart boy. Okay, so yeah. In 2007, God gifted a good body. So it's a slim boy, as everyone having after their graduation, like me. So this body is a very good, like no fat accumulation, as well as waist side is proper and perfect fit. So it looks smart and handsome boy. But that is not true. After that, like in 2009 onwards, I got a good job and very relaxation life, not mental as well as physical stress. And I developed a bad eating habit as well as sleeping habit, and I am not monitoring on my body. And within 2 years, I gained 15 kg of weight. as well as my waist size increased from 31 to 34 to 35. So at that moment, I started my dream. Like I need to go back to my 2007 photos. So how can I achieve that? So I started working on it. So for fulfill my dream, at the time I googling and they everywhere say that yes, walking and jogging is the best exercise. So I started walking and jogging till 2015 or 14. 2014 and 15, and here you can see that 2014 and 15 my face everything is normal, like it's not increasing but it's not decreasing also, so I'm not reach up to my goal. And my goal is or my dream is to get back to 2007 photos. So I thought that I am lagging in some parts. So I started gym, I started yoga, meditation, and lot of diet plan. Everything I started following, but no result. Nothing will work. Nothing was working. And in 2017 and 18, still I am a bulky, and my weight is still increasing, and my waist size also increased. But at the time, I thought that I need to give up. Nothing happened in my body, or I cannot achieve my dream. But in some of one of the corner of my mind, it says that yes, you need to work on it, and you delicately work on it, and you will definitely get a result. So I start visualizing, and whatever the practice I am following, that I am continuing. And one day I got a help from the cosmic or superpower or God, whatever I can say. So for that help, I read one article of Ayurveda, and in that Ayurveda article, it's mentioned that your body comes from your parents or grandparents, genetically comes from parents or grandparents, and because of that, whatever they followed, you start followed that. So when I inquire and I found few facts like my not parents but my grandparents not ate after 6 o'clock. So nowadays it's called intermediate fasting in today's modern era, as well as they were not taking sugar, much sugar. Instead of they were using a jaggery. Apart from that, oil, instead of oil they used most of time ghee, and third one roti. So they were not taking a wheat roti but bajra roti, militant roti. So I followed start all four things, and you can see the result. This is a photo of September 2019, and this is a photo of December. Within a 4 months, I got a result. So thing is that yes, and after that I am continuously enjoying my health. But here because of COVID, I am not able to do workout, so it's little bit skinny. But when gym is open, I started gym, so I come back to my original shape. So whatever I was dreaming, and that dream come into the reality. So I observed a few facts that I want to share with you. Like if you want to dream, then first thing is that cultivate self confidence. If you are thinking big or dreaming big and you don't have a confidence, so it will not work. First of all, yes, you can do that. Then and then it will work. Otherwise not. Second one is face fear of failure. So if you are thinking big, then what will happen? Always you have to think about failure. What if you have monetary goal and you are thinking that if this will not happen, I will lose my money. Here I have a fear of my friends. Yes, you are still 10 years. You are spending on lot of money, lot of time for the achieve your goal, and nothing will happen. You are making a joke at here. So this kind of negative environment also comes in my life. Third thing is that fear of successful. Now you are thinking that fear of failure is understandable, but what is the fear of successful? So let's take an example. When Narendra Modi became a CM to PM, if you observed his face, he was very nervous because his responsibilities increased a lot, and he thought that how I can handle it. So same kind of fear we have. There's a lot of reason of success. Like when I success in my achieving personal goal, at that time my wife said that Jignesh, you achieve your goal, but what our family members and everyone are telling to me that Jignesh, you are achieving your goal, but people are say that you are not nourishing to your husband properly, and because of that you are, but that is not real. So make a good mindset and remove all your fears. And last thing, that visualize your goal, so it will come into the reality. Last thing, be becomes a be example for the crazier dreamer in the world. Thank you everyone for listening to me.
Thank you, Jignesh, for a wonderful speech. You are inspiring us that we should also be dreaming big and try to achieve that. Now it is time for speaker number 2. And before I introduce speaker number 2, I would like to call upon the evaluator for speaker number 2. Our evaluator for speaker number 2 is Toastmaster Bhushan. He is a portfolio strategic enabler. He is 7 months in VTM. And when I ask that how many hours of sleep he is getting, he says that he is diligent in going to bed at 10 o'clock and waking up early in the morning. And that way he is trying to take care of his sleep. With a big round of applause, let us call upon Toastmaster Bhushan.
Good afternoon to all. Today I am evaluating the speech of EM Pratik. It is his level 1 project 3 from Path Leadership and Development. Objective of the speech is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The speech title is what made me curious, and when he sent the title, I was laughing. That's what I'm going to listen about it. The speech title is The Last Bencher of EM Hiren Sir's Class. So big round of applause for him.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhushan. So even I am curious because our next speaker is an electronic hardware engineer by profession. And he is in Vadodara Toastmaster Club since October 22. And when I ask, are you a morning person? He says definitely he is not a morning person due to his busy schedule. He says that he wants the day should be not 24 hours, but 30 hours of day. Because only if he works for 23 hours, then only he starts feeling sleepy. So getting 7 hours of sleep is difficult for him. He sometimes gets 3 to 4 hours of sleep and sometimes try to manage it by taking 9 to 10 hours of sleep. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon Toastmaster Pratik with a speech title, Last Bencher of PM Hiren Sir's Class. Toastmaster Pratik.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Let me start with the speech with the ladies, okay? Ladies first. You know, ladies have some skills that we men do not. For example, can you hack into my phone while I go to the bathroom and came back? Are you totally starving and still don't know what to eat? Can you turn a compliment into argument? Yeah. You know, I said, honey, you look so beautiful tonight. So I didn't look beautiful last night. Oh, honey, you look so photogenic today. So I don't look beautiful in real life. That's how she is. No, but there are some things women can do so easily, but as a man, we cannot. Okay. Here was an example. I was walking in a mall with my nephew. I was babysitting him, and one beautiful lady approaches us and asks, is he your son? I said, no, he's my nephew. And she was like, oh, you're so cute. You're so adorable. What is your name? Oh, Malhar. Get a little older. I'm coming for you. Okay. He's a little hard. Please save him for me. And then she walked back and to the mall. I challenge any man in this room. Go to the mall, talk to the ladies. You don't walk out of the mall, they escort you out of the mall. Oh, I was just talking to the kids, they're talking in jail, huh? In the mall, I was shopping for the new jeans and what a fashion had gone off. You know, the skinny jeans are the things. I was getting mocked while I was coming back. I bought them. I don't design them. Okay. So I'm a 90s kid. I used to wear a cargo pant. In cargo pants, they give you so many pockets you don't even know what to do with the pockets. One time, I moved from one apartment to another apartment just with my cargo pants. The big screen TV, bed sheets, everything. In addition, whenever you go in a marriage and you do dancing, the cargo pants cover up all the footwork for you. And when your crush approaches you and says you are good, and you are thinking she didn't know it's totally horrible here. And when your crush asks you, can you hold my lip balm? Oh, give me that. I have pocket for that also. Oh, kitchen bottles, you give me that. I have another pocket for that also. I have moisturizer. I have, scents, everything in my pocket. Oh, girl, you look thirsty. Here's a take a bottle. You can take that. I have a whole bunch of 24 here. So that was a cargo. I'm 90s kid, okay? But I'm feeling like I'm getting older. When you make a new account, you need to select a birth date. When I was younger, there was like a little scroll. That was my birth date. But nowadays, it was like, I can go make a sandwich, come back and dribble like, oh, that's how I'm feeling like I'm getting older. And one more thing I don't like about getting older is like what happened to the current generation. You ask any student what you're more afraid of, they say, I'm cyberbullies. They are everywhere. At least in our time, we had real bullies. They punch you on real face with a real punch. You feel real pain instead of typing ouch on internet. So that was the thing. Moving forward, in mall I gone to watch a movie, and suddenly there was one Russian movie, and one big thing about the Russian is their language is so beautiful. I really like the Russian language, but when a Russian person starts to speak English, it's like they're threatening you. I want to introduce you to my new friend. Whenever you see they're like, giving you a shootout or something. Even they say like some beautiful things. It still feels like it's that it's bothering you. Like, what's it rather than the beer? So, in the movie, there was a scene when a terrorist come on a screen in United Nations and he threatens all the people. So there was a second, oh, we have a very terrorist coming on the stage, we are getting terrified. And there was a terrorist named Boris, and he was in the screen. Good morning, United Nations. It was I, Boris Koblesnikov. I have planted the bombs all over the world in a major city. If you don't pay me $1 billion US, I will make entire world go kaboom. And there was all the Russians. When I was imagining how a South Indian person will make that thing. Let's just imagine. The second, oh, there is a terrorist called Ayer is coming on a stage and big screen. And the Ayer came on screen. Is it on? Hello, United Nations. My name is Ayer. Shiva Venkata, Rajasekhara, Srinivasana, Trichapalli, Yakaparampira, Paramadura, Chindaswamy, Muthuswamy, Venugopala, Ayer. I have planted a bomb all over the world. If you don't pay me $1 billion US, I will make an entire world go kaboom. So, if there is any Russian or South Indian person, this was a joke. I want to go safe at my home, okay? So, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Such a wonderful speech, but I failed to find out why you kept a name of last benchers of Toastmaster Hiran sir's class. It was really a wonderful speech, and I think it went wonderful because you took my blessings also. So very Yeah, I mean, then my age would be like too much. Yeah, now time to call upon the speaker number 3. And before I call upon speaker number 3, we would like to invite the evaluator number 3 or evaluator for speaker number 3. He is a co-founder of Smart Note, 1 year in VTM. He is a morning person and he tried to get 7 hours of sleep. And that is why he is so attentive. That is why he is our VP education. And that is why he is able to give answer to all of my WhatsApp messages and queries. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon Toastmaster Dhruv.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hiren. A very good noon to all of you. Today, I'm evaluating the speech of our delegate Toastmaster Janki. Toastmaster Janki has selected Presentation Mastery as a pathway. Today, she is delivering her Level 1 Project 2 speech. The objective of her speech is to deliver and write and deliver a speech with a purpose. The title of her speech is Self-Belief System. Timer, please note the timing of her speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Wishing you all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhruv. Our third speaker is pursuing bachelor's in architecture and she is from MSc University. Just 2 months in VTM and she is delivering her second speech, Level 1 Project 2. And she is a night person and try to manage only 6 hours of sleep. With a big round of applause, let us call upon speaker number 3, Toastmaster Prachi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hiren sir, for the kind introduction. Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. We are not what is happened to us, we are what we choose to become. Tell me one thing, that who is the king of the jungle? Yes, we all know that lion is the king of the jungle. But have you questioned why only lion is the king of jungle? Even though camel has a good height, good in size, while elephant is strong enough in body, while cheetah is the fastest runner, then why only lion is the king of jungle? Yeah, because of his attitude. Yeah, so lion, because he believes in himself that he is the king of the jungle. That's why he is the king. So friends, first of all, believe in yourself. Have a strong belief system that you can do anything you want. So anything is possible if you believe in yourself, right? Once you have a strong belief system, your attitude will change accordingly. So imagine that a lion is roaming around for a lunch and an elephant is just roaming around anywhere. And suddenly both of them came in front of each other. Now, tell me that what would be the first coat that lion will have for elephant and what would be the first coat that elephant will have for the lion? Yeah, yeah. And what will run away? This is, yeah, as Hiren sir told, that lion will try to attack and elephant will try to defend himself, right? So why is it? Because even the elephant is strong enough to fight against the lion, because of the belief system, it won't be possible. Although lion is not strong enough, but he believes in himself and he knows that I am the king, and in his mind, the word is lunge, right? So he will attack like this. So according to your belief system, your attitude will change, and according to your attitude, that will reflect to your actions. So lion will reflect as an attacking mode, and elephant will reflect as a defensive mode, right? So friends, don't be an elephant, be the lion, be the king of your own life. Right? So believe in yourself, try to explore this self-belief system steps. Yeah. So believe in yourself. According to that, you will change your attitude that will reflect to your action and it will show you results. So explore this belief system. Thank you.
Such a wonderful and motivational speech. And in fact, to Toastmaster Janki, I want to say that, of course, I'm not a humorous speaker, but I believe myself as a humorous speaker. So even if my speech is not very good, I say that it's a humorous speech and I'm going to speak that. And if people don't laugh, I tickle them. So that's where my speech becomes humorous. So very nice to your message that self-belief system. I believe the same thing. So thank you very much for wonderful speech. Now it is time for table topic session. And before that, I would like to call upon timer to provide the details of timing of all the speeches.
So the timing of the prepared speech of the fellow Toastmasters is as follows. TM Jignesh, 7 minutes, 29 seconds. TM Pratik, 6 minutes, 16 seconds. TM Janki, 3 minutes, 24 seconds. TM Jignesh and TM Pratik are qualified for the voting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin. Well, now before we go for table topic session, I just will tell you one incident along, in line with sleep deprivation is that one person went to a doctor and he says that, doctor, I'm unable to fall asleep. And he tried everything. So doctor suggested many remedies and he says that all these remedies I had already tried upon and none of these remedies is working for me. So at last, the doctor says that, okay, then you try to read the books of Tom Sawyer and Adventure of Tom Sawyer and then Adventure of Huckleberry Finn. These are the two popular books and you will definitely fall asleep. That person says that I am the writer of that book. He was a Mark Twain. He was a writer of that book, and he also faced sleep deprivation. So that was just an anecdote on sleep. We now proceed with our table topic, and our table topic master is, you will be pleased to know that he is a copywriter. Just 8 months in Vadodara Toastmaster Club, and he says that he is trying to get to the bed by 11 p.m., but seldom he is able to do that. Of course, he will definitely wake up early in the morning at around 5:30 a.m. So he is a morning person. With a big round of applause, please call upon table topic master, Toastmaster Kuldeep Jadhav.
Hello everyone, my name is Kuldeep and I'm your table topic master for the day. So table topics are designed to allow the speakers to think on their feet and by answering questions that are unrehearsed. But this is hard and it puts you on the spot. If I may quote, one of our older Toastmasters had said life is all about table topics. And he further gave an example and said that if your boss called you in and said, what's going on with this project? You would just make something up on the spot and that would be a table topic session. All right. So the table topics are designed using 4 things in mind, which are listening, thinking, organizing your thoughts, and then finally speaking them in a constructional or nice manner. So we'll be moving on to our table topic session. I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Adil. His topic would be is getting the extra 10 minutes of sleep when we've hit the snooze button actually beneficial to you? that will be on the same page as our theme of the day. Is Toastmaster Adil, is getting the extra 10 minutes of sleep when we hit the snooze button actually beneficial to you?
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests. I'm sure that most of us have at least once in our life, even though we are diligent in our duties, we have hit the snooze button. We all agree with this? And you might have experienced those 10 minutes essentially feel like 8 hours of sleep. You all agree with that? It's factual. It's factual. I would bombard with you a fact because I had used this or utilized this to my advantage when I was preparing for my 12th. You all might have done so. If not, then please go ahead and try again. Go back to your book or drawing board. While you are studying and you want to take a nap, just take a nap of 7 minutes. It's a fact. I'm not just blabbering around here. You can take a nap of 7 minutes and you would get rejuvenated. Similar to this, that 10 minutes feel like rejuvenation for me when I hit a snooze button. And I had done it a quite number of times. And I would continue to do so because it helped me boost my energy throughout the day. Because I'm a process engineer and I have to be on my heels, just like I'm currently on my heels trying to give this table topic. Those 10 minutes are ample for me to get me throughout the day, and I would continue to do so. I would also bring an anecdote since I have 30 seconds to go. I am a football fanatic. I usually watch my matches and it starts late night, that is around 12:30 or so. Usually I have sleep of 4 to 5 hours, and after that, those 10 minutes are my 3 hours additional sleep. So with this, I would hand it back to the table topic master with the question, do you snooze?
The next table topic would be, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Dhruv. His topic is, if you switch jobs with your spouse with zero training or preparation, who will get fired first? If you switch jobs with your spouse with zero training or preparation, who will get fired first? Toastmaster Dhruv.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kuldeep. If I were to switch my job with my wife, right? If I were to switch my job with my wife, I'm actually leading a company, and my wife is a content creator. From the childhood, my graphics and drawing is very bad. I just used to pass on the border marks in the exams which we need to give. So I don't know about her how she would handle the company, but I would definitely get fired the first. If I'm handling a graphic of some company, and if I am the lead person who would create the visualization of the product or the brand building, then definitely no one would even see to it, because the color combination or the shades or even I don't have the word what comes in graphics. That is my knowledge about graphics. Just imagine a person who doesn't even know the words about how to describe graphics or content creation. How can he, or if he's the one who is on that side, and if he get a chance, then what will be the creation? So I am the one who would get fired. Thank you.
Yes. Our next session, I would like the guy in the red, yeah, to come up, the guest. When buying a new phone, does color really matter? if it's going in a case. When buying a new phone, does color really matter when it's going in a case? Yes, Tanmay.
So I have a phone without a case because I feel that we are giving such a high amount of price for the color of the phone, the features it has. So I think if we cover it with some case, then the price wouldn't be justified, and even the creation which goes behind making that color, that wouldn't get justified as well. So I think that the color matters, and if anyone wants to have a case in with their phone, then yeah, then also it would matter, because there are sometimes when we like to just remove the case and just feel the touch of the phone. So yeah. Okay.
Um, are there any online guests that would like to speak? Maybe Miss Nisha, you could speak. Okay. Okay, so I'm moving on to the in-house guest. I'd like to call upon guest Krishna. Your topic is, what do you get the most compliments about? Guest Krishna, what do you get the most compliments about?
Thank you, TM Kuldeep. What I get the most compliments about is my communication, my socializing power, and my nature, because I'm a people pleaser, which I think is traumatizing for myself. That is what I have grown to. And I think somewhere when I was growing up, I didn't like it. That was the point that was the criteria that I used to get happy. That, oh, people are talking to me. I'm very good in socializing. I'm good in communication, and that's a good thing about me. But with time, when I started prioritizing my own self, I realized that I have no self love. So despite that the things that I'm being complimented, am I really happy? Then I took some time with my own self, and I realized that it's okay. I have to understand and I have to bargain with my own self and my own qualities. And then now I'm learning the process of self-loving, socializing. So that's what people compliment. I give everyone time. Everyone calls me, can you come to meet me? Are we good to talk? I was like, yeah, sure, sure. But then I realized at the end of the day, I don't have time for my own self. That's what am I doing? Like, I'm meeting people, I'm learning new things, but I like journaling every time. So at the end of the day, I have these 3 diaries. There is one is Rojnisi, wherein I write everything that what have I done the entire day. The second thing is what am I learning for myself and what I'm knowing. And the third thing is that we'll learn about some financial things, accounting, because I'm in that age. But I'm not getting that time for my own self. So I'm still struggling with that. I'm getting complimented, but then I am not complimenting my own self. So that is something that I'm learning and I'm going. Thank you.
So the next session is for someone that has kids, and who better to ask than our president, who I know has 2 boys, and I'd like him to come up before I pose the question. What is the most important lesson to teach a child? Toastmaster Tarun, what is the most important lesson to teach your child?
Thank you, table topic master.
So like I live in a joint family with my parents and of course kids. So we have a generation where I listen to my parents and kids who I think should listen to me. So there is always a comparison, like the way we have grown up, like we always listen to our parents. Still we have the fear, like whether if we do something, whether my parents would go, they will feel insulted or something would go bad if we speak on a higher tone. Or but kids, this generation have a different altogether different way of living, and they have been grown like that because like in our time we had a only thing to grow, earn, make a life, and make our parents what to tell, like proud of us. Our kids know that my parent is earning. So I just remember one conversation where I was sitting in the middle, my father was on my left side, and my kid was on the right side. So we were discussing on money. Like he wanted some shoes, sport shoes of branded. So my father, I told it what we were just discussing what is the price. He told is around 7,500. So the immediate reaction from my father was 7,500. We can get shoes for 1 year. So immediately I was trying to defend my father while I was trying. My son does not speak, but my son directly spoke like, "You did not. I think you did not earn that much, so that my father could not buy a 7,500 shoes in one time. But I know my father is earning that much. So if I will not enjoy his money, who else will enjoy?" So he was they were friendly. This was a friendly talk only, but even when he spoke, I was shocked, like how he can speak like that. Even my father was little bit annoyed or like that. How, but then I again try to calm them, like it is the way this kid. So the best way or the thing to teach our child is like what morals we have gone through. Maybe being polite, being humble while we talk to elder, even if it is a friendly talk, we should be polite enough so that it is we don't hurt or show disrespect. Thank you, and over to you, TJ.
Right. Going back we want to be on the same page as the theme of our day. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Krishna. He's a very new Toastmaster. So what are the ideal sleep conditions for a perfect night's sleep? Toastmaster Krishna, what are the ideal conditions for a perfect night's sleep?
An ideal sleep can only come if a person does not have worries or he is not tense, because if there is an important exam or an important presentation the next day, then he might be thinking that what should I do? What if I have prepared something, is it enough or should I do more? So if a person is totally relaxed and there is like nothing worries going on in his mind, then he will have a perfect sleep. And also to get an ideal sleep, I think like for me, like whenever there is a habit of me, like I like to sleep in totally dark, like I don't want any light. But sometimes I also live with my grandparents, so sometimes in the middle of the night, what happens, they come out of the room and start talking and like take out they light up all the lights. So these things affect me, and my sleep gets disturbed. So for everyone, there is some things which they require in order to get a proper sleep. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Okay. The next, I would like to call, forget your name, Kaushik. Please come to the stage. If you are asked to leave our country and opt for another one, which two countries will you choose? Toastmaster Kaushik, if you are asked to leave our country and you have to choose another one, which two countries will you choose and why?
Actually, if I want to leave this country and I choose another country, so I choose Canada or UK because there are 5 days of working. In my previous job, actually I am maintenance engineer, so I have to work for 12 hours, extra shift, 12 hours, and 4 hours of traveling. So during my shift, I was sleeping on the bus. Sometimes I miss my session also, and I come back to again by rickshaw and some other. And even Sunday, I have to go to the plant for the maintenance of the equipment, and things like things like there is no personal life, there is nothing. And if I want to go to other country like 5 days of working, there is a best. There is a 6 hour of working. After your working, there is a no call. There is a no call from the department, no call from your colleagues, and nothing. You are relaxed, and 2 days extra for like Saturday, Sunday, you can enjoy with your family, and you can do whatever you want to do. And that's it.
So this will be our last question, but I would like to give it to someone that has shown a remarkable amount of dedication getting here, even with a broken leg or broken arm. I'd like you to come up, please, if possible. Yeah, you can, if you can stand, that would be good. Okay.
Dr. Hriday, HRID1.
The topic is your favorite thing to do in your free time. So Hidam, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk, and I'll bring up my story of the thing which I love the most in my free time, that is playing football, and that's what gave me this gift. So most of the time I'm working in the hospital from Monday to Saturday, and on weekends I enjoy soccer games with my friends, and we also participate in monthly tournaments where I play as a striker. So recently I was playing for my college in one of the local tournaments, and we were in the semifinals, and one of the players just passed the ball to me, and I was about to kick the ball, and that time I just twisted my ankle, and that's how I got this broken leg. And at the time I just came out of the pitch, and I didn't know that it would bother me this much. And just after 2 minutes, I went back again and I tried to play, but unfortunately, I was not able to give in that amount of efforts and that amount of dedication in the game. And due to that, I had to substitute myself. And after a day, I got an X-ray, and I got to know that it's a long run, and I won't be able to play for next 6 months because of this. So I have to find another hobby or another thing where I can focus my energy into. So thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for the wonderful table topic session. I'd like to get the timer's report. Let's call him up.
So guest Tanmay missed the target by 10 seconds. Rest everyone is qualified. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the timer's report. I'd like to hand it back to Mr. Our Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Hiren.
Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful session. It was a diligently taken session, and people were on the same page. Topics were chosen such a nicely that everybody had a chance to speak upon that topics. Now, time is a little nervous time for me, because we are going to call upon the general evaluator, who is going to evaluate the entire session, how the entire session went so far. Our general evaluator is serving ONGC, and she is an executive officer, and she joined Vadodara Toastmaster Club in February this year. She is a fitness fanatic, and she believes that 7 to 8 hours sleep is definitely a must because it's like she call it's a beauty sleep, and that's why try to fall in sleep in the night time by 10 o'clock, and she wake up early in the morning at around 5:30. And she says that this is her practice since the school days because that is what kept her even more knowledgeable by studying in the morning. She remembers many things, and that's why she is now executive in ONDC. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, and good afternoon to each one of you. People say when you want a detailed comprehensive analysis, ask an expert. And in Toastmasters, we appoint a general evaluator for such a comprehensive analysis in every session. Now, I'm not being an expert in public speaking, but here's a fun fact. I have heard from people, fake it till you make it. So as a first-time general evaluator, I'll try to present an exhaustive analysis of today's session, what was good and what could have been better. And to assist me in this task, we have evaluators, task team. But before introducing them, for the benefit of guests, I would like to give a brief about the evaluation section. Evaluation is divided into 3 segments. In the first segment, I'll call the evaluators who would evaluate the prepared speaker or table topic speakers. In the second segment, I'll call the task team that includes timer, counter, and grammarian who would give their exhaustive report. In the third segment, I will myself come up with the overall meeting report. Now we may start with the first segment, that is the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Ravi. Toastmaster Ravi carries out everything so diligently, whether it is a setting up of room or equipment or explaining business caveats to the audience. Toastmaster Ravi is making his debut and will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Jignesh. Please welcome Toastmaster Ravi with a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone, again. CM Jignesh beautifully showed the example of quote, have big dreams, you will grow into them. He had a dream of losing weight and he kept working on it, even the result was not showing. And at the end, the result was there. Dream came to reality with his hard work. He has good start. He followed the speech structure, which is opening, body, and conclusion. He beautifully started his speech with the song "Thoda hai, thode ki zarurat hai." He then engaged the audience with asking the question. Then he moved to body by telling his journey of losing weight. He told the personal story, and everyone loves to hear the personal story. He told the different methods. He tried to lose weight. He faced failure. He faced the failures, but still he kept working on it. Despite the failures, and at the end, he got the success. He got the success of healthy life. He used the presentation to display his progress of losing weight, which helped the audience to engage with his speech. Overall, good speech. But his speech, to take this speech to another level, I would like to give some feedback. First is eye contact. Eye contact shows your confidence. Try to cover all the audience, not just one area. Second is unnecessary or meaningless movement on the stage. It shows the nervousness and will break eye contact with the audience. Try to have some meaningful stage presence. The third is timing. When preparing speech, we have to focus on the timing. How much time you are taking to complete the speech. You can also count the word of your speech. If you are a slow speaker, you can have a speech of 500 to 600 words. And if you are a fast speaker, you can have up to 750 words of speech. Overall good speech, and you did justice to your speech title, which is Big Dreams. Just keep this feedback in mind, and you will rock the stage next time. Over to TM Sakshi. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi, for the keen observation. Now our second evaluator is Toastmaster Bhushan. Toastmaster Bhushan is evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Prateek. Toastmaster Bhushan intrigues everyone with their storytelling art. I believe that today also they will bring everyone on the same page with their evaluation. Over to Toastmaster.
So I'm here to evaluate the speech of PM Prateek, and I'm sure that everybody has enjoyed the speech. When he started the speech, that it took us from, he started with the very good point, taking the snippets, how ladies, characteristics of the ladies, and something that if some act is being done by the ladies and how it affects when it is done by the man. He took us from that point to the next point, that the not cargo. He took us the friend of his friend as a Russian friend, I will say. He mimicked us with a very good vocal variety, that how it can be, it is entertaining when somebody Russian speaks the English language, and what characteristics a person feels like a threatening. When he moved to the cargo, I never knew that the cargo pant has so many facets which I could have used. Of course, I'm of 80s, he is of 90s. But when cargo got introduced, we could have used it, we missed it. But it was one of the great things that he explained a lot of things about the cargo. Moved to the Iyer, he was just introduced the Iyer to us. And when he started introducing about Iyer, he took the pause. And I was wondering, I was just writing and I thought, okay. And it made a lot of impact when he paused there. So when I started evaluating the speech in the morning, I thought that he is very good at delivering the speech, and I thought I have to find out something that I can give him back when he completes his speech. Unfortunately, there is not much that I could find into his speech. It was full of entertainment, that everybody was diligent in listening to his speech. Everybody is on the same page when he was delivering the speech. So overall, it was a great speech. Now, coming to what I realized is that about the title. Before even Hiren mentioned, I was thinking that am I the only one whom I could not relate it? But of course, now I feel confident when somebody is there who acknowledge, okay, I am also a little bit felt about the title. That is the only one point I felt that title was very, very good. It generated a lot of curiosity. And I was expecting that you will either be talking on the characteristic of Hiren, or you will be giving the experience that what it is to be like when you're sitting in Hiren's class. It was overall a very good speech. The only thing I felt is the relation between the title and content of the speech. So that's from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhushan, for catching up every nuance of the speech. Now, our third evaluator is Toastmaster Dhruv. Toastmaster Dhruv always responds very promptly, and I believe that today also that will reflect in their speech. Toastmaster Dhruv is evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Janki. Let us call our VP Education Toastmaster Dhruv with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Once again, my greetings to all of you. I would like to see a famous quote by Edmund Hillary, the first person to climb the Mount Everest. It is not the mountains that you need to conquer, but it is ourselves. I am sure that you all would be on the same page with me as well as Toastmaster Janki on regarding delivering about our belief on ourselves. The main objective of our today's speech was to write and deliver a speech with an
purpose, and she rightly completed her objective by clearly communicating the message of keeping our confidence on ourselves. The best part of Toastmaster Janki's speech was that for the whole speech, she had a smiling face till the end, which showered positiveness towards the audience. Second best part of her speech was that she used stories to explain the message, such as one of the elephant and the lion. Stories stories always stays in our mind. She had a very good eye contact with everyone, and she has covered most of the corners in the room. She had very good hand gestures using both her hands during her speech. Good use of image to convey some tough message, like showing a cycle of our belief system. These two get easily stored in the audience mind. Just as coin has two sides, we are happy because we are sad. There is truth because there is something called lie. The similar way, there are positives and negatives of a speech. Positive gives us confidence, and negative gives us a push where we need to work upon to convert that into the positive side for the next speech. The feedback from my side, which you need to work upon, are first is the timing of the speech. Your timing was below par. It was only 3 minutes and 26 seconds as compared to the threshold of 5 minutes. Today, you were less prepared than your icebreakers, which reflected in your speech. Less preparation will always show up on the delivery day. And maybe this was the reason why your speech got ended early today. Your position was stagnant in most of the speech, taking only one step forward and one step backward, which shows a feeling of nervousness towards the audience. Your voice is very clear, but a little voice modulation can be used, which can give more impact on the message which you want to pass, especially in the stories. The title of your speech could also be more interesting. To summarize, your speech was as per the objective of the project and an excellent message passed by you. Just keep the feedbacks in mind and do work on it. Then no one will be able to stop you in moving ahead in your Toastmasters as well as your career journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhruv, for an intricate evaluation. Now I would like to call upon our timer, Toastmaster Ashwin, to present their report.
So the timing of the evaluators is as follows. TM Ravi, 2 minutes 35 seconds. TM Bhushan, 2 minutes 49 seconds. TM Dhruv, 2 minutes 24 seconds. Everyone is qualified. Lastly, I would like to end by quoting the quote of Harvey Mackay. And this was told by Toastmaster Tarun sir 2 to 3 sessions back. Time is free. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you have lost it, you can never get it back. Once you have lost it, you can never get it back. Thank you.
Thank you, timer, Toastmaster Ashwin. Time is indeed non-renewable. Now, I request Toastmaster Ravi to launch the post for this evaluation. Thank you. Moving to the next session, there is a phrase, youth and age will never agree. Youth and age will never agree, and it means that there always exists a conflict between the two. And we come to the conclusion that, again, age is just a number. Toastmaster Gitanjali is an exemplary of this. Actually, I've written about Toastmaster Gitanjali. They have not only aged in their profession, but also have been acing even till today. Please welcome Toastmaster Gitanjali, who is an epitome of diligence, exuberance, and indeed a great raconteur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakshi. My greetings to each one of you. I welcome you all in my table topic evaluation segment. First of all, my heartiest congratulations to table topic master and all the DT speakers for making the session so interesting and wonderful. Toastmaster Kuldeep, kudos to you for your honest and diligent participation. Your topics were really interesting and thoughtful. We are on the same page as we all have assembled here to improve our communication style. Now let's move towards the PT speaker. First of all, I want that everyone should give a Great round of applause for all the speakers because they have shown their courage to come here and to present themselves in their maximum best. Toastmaster Adil. And just the time is very less. So together, Toastmaster Adil, Toastmaster Tarun and Dhruv all have done a very wonderful narration about your subject. But I think one thing missing, that you have not used the stage. You remain stagnant in one. Nothing more than this. About regarding the topic, all of you have done a great job. Now, about Tanmay. Tanmay, regarding the phone, about the color of the phone, was well done. You have given a wonderful explanation. But again, you have not saluted the audience. This is one of the essential part of a speech. Whenever we are on the stage, we must salute. Give the salutation part to the audience. Then, Krishna, I think you are a born speaker. Well done. Very nicely you have given your feelings about your thought, about your speech. So nothing to say. Again, you have also remained just not saluted the audience and not used it. These are the 2 points. If you just overcome this point, you are a wonderful speaker. Then comes about my 5 numbers. It's Toastmaster Tarun. I told actually already I have given about him. Now about the Krishna, about the idle sleep. Narration was good because each one has their own problems, own way of sleeping style, own thoughts and feelings. Nothing in that. Again, you have also not used the stage and also not done the important part to say good morning to the audience. Otherwise, your speech is good. Now, Kaushik, please try to overcome your inner fear. Though you have good narration, you have talked about if you want to move in another place, where you want and why. You said about Canada, it's okay. But don't show your inner fear in front of others. Be a tiger, be a lion, as our Toastmaster Janki has said. Take out your inner power to explain your feelings. Why to fear? We all have friends here. We are not here to do the leg pulling. We are here to push you up. So be fearless whenever you are here on the stage. And the last but not the least, Hidayah, you have already taken our Hidayah because you have attended our meeting in spite of your accident, broken leg. You talked about your passion about football. You are playing as a striker and you made an accident. But don't worry, it is also like a football. Toastmaster club is also like a football. Come and join and again play the role of striker in Toastmaster class. So I want that everyone should give great applause to all the speakers because today everyone tried to give their best. So all the best. So with this, I hand over the stage to our G, a very wonderful lady, Toastmaster. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanjali, for such an implicit evaluation covering all the minute details. Indeed, everyone would be benefited by that. Now I request AHA Counter and Grammarian to present their report. To adhere to time limits, AHA Counter is requested to wind up in 2 minutes and Grammarian in 3 minutes. Now I would like to welcome Toastmaster Sarika, who is making her debut as an AHA Counter. Please be on the stage to the real counter.
So I'm here with my report. I'm not going to precise everything. Just I evaluated on the basis of general things, nothing which really disturb the enjoyment of the listeners and present you as a weaker speaker, showing your lack of confidence. So according to that, first thing I would like to just share that sometimes we are using the filler words due to our nervousness, and sometimes we use it because we love that word so much. Okay, so for that, I would like to tell the name of the TM who love the words, and because of their love, they are using this word just to switch from one sentence to another. And these spillover lovers are CM Hiren, CM Hiren, CM Jignesh, CM Tarun, CM Krishna, sorry, not Krishna, CM Kaushik. So these are Dr. Okay, so Dr. Hiren, sorry. Okay, so these are the Hirden. Okay, so sorry, these are the people who don't need to use these filler words, but maybe they are using because they are very fond of using these words. Okay, so you can remove it by using, but taking a strong focus on this, that next time we should not use it, just do the practice of that. If you will little bit precise, a little bit be focused while speaking, you can remove this. Okay, and like for example, I would like to give the example of Mr. Dr. Hiren, as again and again he is using the word and while switching to the next sentence. While rather than using this and, you can give a small pause for that. So if you will just keep this in mind before delivering the speech, we can remove this. Other than everyone was very flawless as a Toastmaster of the day. He was also using the word "are" and switching to the next word. Next sentence. Mr. Ravi, I'm really want to appreciate you. Your speech was very impressive, because very nicely he tries to cover up his below words. There was a slight problem of using the mispronunciation. At the end, it increases repetitively. Otherwise, you are very good, according to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarita, for such an exhaustive analysis. Now I request Toastmaster Ravi to launch. Now I would like to welcome Toastmaster Jyoti as a debutant grammarian to enlighten the audience by throwing light on the fundamentals.
Thank you, Sakshi. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to inform the name who used the word of the day and phrase of the day. The TM who used word of the day is TM Jignesh, TM Adil. Phrase of the day used by TM Kuldeep. And TM who used both word of the day and phrase of the day is TM Hiren, TM Shakshi, TM Bhushan, TM Dhruv. And I already wrote name of TM Gitanjali because she is very diligent in using the word of the day and phrase of the day. In every meeting she is gone. I mean, she is passed for this section. Then there are some good words used by all Toastmasters and guests. Anecdote by TM Hiren, and I think Adil has also used that. Rejuvenated used by Adil. Sakshi is full of good vocabulary, exemplary, exuberant. I didn't note down few words. You used many good words. Then TM Gitanjali, she is motivated with a good grammar. Like Toastmaster is like a football game. Everybody should come here and play the role. So you have given the message, keeping in mind the grammar, and you have told everyone that in spite of having lots of problems, you should come here, and you have motivated us. So that's a very good point I have noted that you always do in all the meetings. Some of the things we should keep in mind, that some of the corrections. People is always people. It is never people. Many of us use singular or plural. You need to say only people, not people. Then somebody, as English is not our native language, so we will say matlab or ki. So it will come in a flow, but we need to be careful that it should not come in our speech. And I am start, I will start. It should be like that. So these are the things we can improve upon. So this all my observation, but everybody was good and very diligent in using the word of day, and we were all in a same page while following the rules of the speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti, for your keen judgment. Now I request Toastmaster Ravi to launch the post for best supporting yourself. Now we are moving to the last segment of the evaluation section. I'll be presenting the overall report of the today's session. Simon, please show me red card at 5 minutes. As a general evaluator, very first, I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Ashish, though he's not here, for such an ingenious poster design for Toastmaster Hiren. Poster and agenda of the meeting were released on time, and all the meeting details such as venue, time of the meeting were clearly depicted in the poster. Now, if you look at the today's flow, meeting started well on time. I appreciate our Toastmaster Ravi and other ExCom members for their sincere efforts to come a bit early so as to set up everything on time. Also, whiteboard had all the details of the role players and speakers. Banner was well placed in the right spot. Our star Toastmaster Ravi added energy in the beginning by starting the meeting in a prompt way, starting the mission and vision of the club and explaining all the necessary caveats. Star then invited Toastmaster Kirit, who set a good note that we should start taking life seriously. We should start coming out of the comfort zone, explore new skills, and definitely then we'll be a better version of ourselves. And indeed, the song you have actually sung by everyone, it inspires everyone to be on the same pace. Then after Toastmaster Kirit, Toastmaster Jyoti then gave the insightful summary of the book by stating that your perseverant mindset can uplift the society. So indeed, it set forth an impetus to everyone to read the book. The dais was then headed over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Hiren. Toastmaster Hiren chose a very relevant theme. Of course, all you need is sleep. They cited real-life stories that intrigued audience, leading with the leading applauses. I would like to say about Toastmaster Hiren that he's a very jovial person who always tries hard to bring humor in their speeches. And indeed, it is also always a treat to hear from you, sir. Lastly, T-Mode introduced role players, speakers, task team very nicely, adhering to the time limits. As far as the speeches are concerned, all the speakers left everyone amazed. Toastmaster Jignesh, they gave a speech on big dreams. You gave a provocative message that dream big, dare to dream, everything is possible. Toastmaster Prateek, last venture of the Toastmaster Hiren's class, your speech was just amazing. You started from being humorous and ended up to hilarious. And I hope that everybody's hemoglobin increased drastically in that. Toastmaster Janki, your speech was very inspiring. Indeed, lion resides in everyone, and now it is in you how to wake up that lion. I won't go in the further evaluation of these speakers since they have already been evaluated. Now, table topic master, I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Kuldeep for conducting a brainstorming impromptu session, and that was in line with the theme, and where maximum participation you try to enroll in that. Then table topic speakers, for them I would like to thank everyone for their well-plotted stories enriched with creativity, humor, fiction, and graveness. After that, today's team of evaluators were debutant Toastmaster Ravi, Toastmaster Bhushan, Toastmaster Dhruv. Their evaluation were in line with the objective of the project. They tried their best to leave high on a positive note and with a specific recommendation. I would like to thank our TT Toastmaster Gitanjali to give the point evaluation with a specific suggestions and how you motivated them to participate again the next time. I would like to thank our tag team, and surprisingly, they all made their debuts today. Timer Ashwin explained their role appropriately by sharing the importance of time through their anecdotes. Also, they flashed the cards high and for sufficient duration. And they also presented their report very well. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin. Then AHA counter, Toastmaster Sarika, indeed, you woke up everyone with your start. And thank you for being so attentive during the entire meet and for mentioning the speakers who have used the filler words you encountered. Then the grammarian, Toastmaster Jyoti, you have explained your role so diligently. I appreciate you properly demonstrated the word of the day, phrase of the day, and remarkably mentioned the speakers who have used those words and the outstanding words or phrases that you have encountered. And with regards to the overall meeting, it is requested, there are some specific suggestions that please come at least 15 minutes before so as to avoid any unwanted disturbances. And I appreciate that everyone followed the decorum, kept their phones on silent mode. And I also appreciate that everyone cooperated guests today to be on the seat and showcase their story. And yes, it is good to see that the energy level of the members during the meeting was all up. Thank you so much. With this, I hand over.
We have to be a little cautious when Toastmaster Sakshi is giving general evaluation because those who are not having diabetes might catch diabetes because of such a sweet evaluation that she has done. Thank you very much, Toastmaster General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshi. It looks like everybody has a very good sleep last night because I think people are more enthusiastic to attend Toastmasters meeting. But those who are feeling sleep deprived, I have certain tips in the end. Remember, elderly people say that you should read books instead of watching your mobiles. It is because when you read book, you fall asleep better. As soon as you start feeling as soon as you think that you're not getting sleep, try to open your engineering book and try to sleep it. You will definitely fall asleep. Then there are certain many other things that even on weekends you should maintain your sleep schedule cycle. Then you should also try to have some relaxing bed time and make all the electronics device away from your bedroom so that you have some cool down time before you fall in sleep. So there are many other topics, many other tips that you can find in the this internet also. And if none of the tip works for you, try to watch my speeches on the YouTube. Definitely you will fall asleep. If you cannot fall asleep, then you might have a bigger problem. You might have to see the doctor. With this note, I would like to hand it over to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Tarun.
Good afternoon, all of you. So thank you, Timur. It was indeed a diligent meeting today. But for any meeting to be successful or any event to be successful, everyone has to be on the same page. So as rightly pointed by TM Sakshi, I would request all guests and other members also to be on the venue at least 10 minutes before the start so that a person who is speaking or delivering the notes will not get disturbed. One more announcement which I wanted to make is from next week onwards, our timing would be from 10:30 to 12:30 as per original schedule. So request all to be present by around 10:20. Now, I have a few notes which I have made while I was listening to Timur, the book of the day and other speeches. So I would come to the topic like theme for today, which is called sleep. We were discussing during our walk in the morning that like in today's world, normally we have alarms to wake up, right? But the scenario in today is such a way that we should have alarm to sleep, right? If we fix the timing for sleep, definitely we will wake without alarm. So make it a practice to sleep on time. So we should have an alarm like 10 or 10:30 we sleep so that we don't need an alarm to wake. That is what I do. Like I fix a time of sleeping, so I don't need an alarm to wake up. Second, when I saw the book from TM Jyoti, I remember one story which I was listening. So like there was an experiment which was made on plants. There were 3 pots which were taken and cotton seeds were planted, and one plant was given a natural upbringing, like was put in sunlight. The other plant was open to negativism. Like it was told like you are an ugly plant, you will never grow, you will always remain tiny, you will not be appreciated by other plants. And the third plant was appreciated. You will be such a beautiful plant. When you will grow up, you will be very tall, very nice. Your company will be appreciated by everyone. The experiment results showed that the plant which was made to grow in natural environment grew average, but the plant which was bullied or given negative thoughts actually it did not grow much. It remained tiny. The leaves were upside down. And the plant which was appreciated while it was growing actually grew tall. The leaves were beautiful. So that is what I want to convey the message. Like in our life, many times we come or think negative. Like when we face with some difficult situation, or we encountered some problem with some people, we start thinking negative about our negative thoughts come. Even with our kids, like we start maybe giving some negative, like you are not good or like that. But if the thought of such negativism, like even the plant is not going in such a way, what our words would have impact on the human being. So next time, whenever we develop a negative thought, or if we find something we want, it is not supporting or not suiting the other person's feeling, we should avoid speaking out such words. We should always be in the appreciative mood. If we are not able to appreciate, just don't discourage them. So if we are into that mode of transformation, it will not be only good for us, but it will also be good for people who are not, sorry again that matlab, who are not in favor of us. So that is the two things which I wanted to share. One more announcement which I wanted to make is, like, we are our 273rd meeting. So next to next meeting will be our 275th meeting, which will be our milestone meeting, which we would like to celebrate. Earlier we did it on the 250th meeting, where we had evening get together along with some speeches from our VTM members, and then we had some fun games followed by high tea. So similarly, on the 275th meeting, we would again like to have, maybe on a bigger scale, more ideas. So would like new members, the young blood, I would say, to come up with new ideas, new way how to celebrate. We will maybe form a separate group who would like to contribute to the event, and then maybe we will have lesser time to discuss and conclude. So maybe 1 week next, by the end of next week, we should at least conclude on the venue, where to do and how to do, so that we can announce in the next meeting. So I would like each of you to participate with some thoughts and ideas, so that we can materialize in our 275th meeting and make it a grand celebration. So with that, we started 5 minutes early. We are 8 minutes early. So with that, we adjourn the meeting for the day. But before that, yeah, we have two, three things. I forgot. Sorry. We will present the awards as a token of appreciation. Like, we have best speaker, best evaluator, best supporting role, and best role player award, which we give as a token of appreciation in each of our meetings. So I would like to call upon TMOD also to present the award for today. So we'll start with prepared speakers. Best prepared speaker for today goes to okay. Then we would go to the best evaluator. Any guesses? TM Dhruv. Then we have the best table topic speaker for today. Any guesses? No. So it's Adil. Luckily, he completed in his time. Then we have best role player.
Toastmaster Sakshi.
And best supporting role player.
Best supporting role player, Toastmaster Sarika.
So we still have 5 minutes. So I will take some feedback from guests, like the guests who are attending the meeting for the first time. Are you available to give feedback, or we would like to have feedback from you? you can come here and just maybe say a few words on how the meeting went.
So hello everyone, my name is Mashi. So actually I just registered online for the Toastmaster Club previous month, March, and Rajan Verma from Mumbai contacted that where do you want to start. So I was planning to shift my job in Baroda city. So last week I just gave interview, so I thought let's go and attend this thing. At first I was hesitant that how it will go. So like I messaged Nikhil Vaishnav sir on WhatsApp. He told that you can just enter as a guest and all the things will be explained to you. Yeah. So I like the concept very well because initially, okay, so little background. I was completed my BTech in Parul University. So in my first year, there was a company phase, which were as a placement driven company. So they started Toastmasters in first year. So I initiated that. I liked it, but what the fate was then, the madam which was conducting that was, she was transferred. So that Toastmasters Club was adjourned. And then COVID happened. And then I got the job. Then I got laid off. So I come here to Baroda to start a new job. So I thought, let's dug out my old passion and try to move further. So I'm happy. I am very satisfied with this and looking forward to join. Thank you.
Take one more guess. Anyone would like to? Also one type of here you can remove by just yeah. You can.
Hello everyone. So my name is Piyur Parmar and I'm from MSU BCom. Currently, I'm aspirant for an MBA. I attended the last session of the Toastmasters, and it sparkled a fire in me of confidence to speak and to overcome my public speaking fear. So I happy to join this club. Thank you.
So thank you all of you, and we would like most of the guests to become members in coming sessions. So with that, we adjourn the meeting for the day. But before we disperse, we'll have a group photo.